In 2016, the world economy slackened its growth pace versus the previous year. The development rate of international trade halved. The exchange of manufactured products also slowed down. The year 2016 was characterized by a general downturn in the economic growth of the major industrialized countries. Compared with the trend of the previous year, the United States registered the worst performance, reducing their growth rate more than the other countries. Japan showed a bad performance. Its economy is struggling to restart. On the contrary, China and India reported a strong upturn. A good outcome was recorded in the United Kingdom, although its economy slowed down its pace. Positive results were collected in the Eurozone, which included the excellent performance of the Spanish economy and the rather moderate one registered in Italy. In 2016, the world production of machine tools decreased to €71.6 billion. Asia confirmed to be the first area with regard to the contribution to the world production of the sector, followed by Europe and, far behind, by the Americas. World consumption also dropped, amounting to €70.8 billion. Only Europe saw its demand for machine tools grow. On the contrary, it went down in the Americas and in Asia. International trade had a very negative trend, registering a strong reduction. In 2016, once again, China confirmed its place at the top of the world ranking of machine tool manufacturers, followed by Germany and Japan. After revising their time series upwards, the United States climbed the ranking of manufacturers, obtaining the 4th position to the detriment of Italy, gone down to 5th place despite its output growth. South Korea came far behind. Germany confirmed its leading position among exporting countries, followed by Japan and Italy. China ranked 4th, ousting Taiwan, which went down to 5th place. Considered on the whole, i.e. summing up the values of machine tools, robots and automation, in 2016 the Italian production of the sector grew considerably, reaching €5.6 billion. However, if besides the machinery production, we also consider the manufacturing of parts, tools, numerical controls and services to machines, the economic value of the sector is much higher. It exceeds €8 billion. The positive trend registered with regard to the orders index in 2015 continued also in the first quarter of 2016, but then it turned to stagnation. In 2016, on a yearly basis, the index increased by 1.6%, plus 7.4% domestic orders, minus 2.6% foreign orders. The trend of domestic consumption was very positive. For the 3rd consecutive year, it recorded a double-digit upturn, also thanks to special provisions such as super depreciation and new Sabatini law. The recovery mostly favoured Italian manufacturers, but imports also grew. The market share covered by the foreign offering decreased by 5 percentage points compared with the previous year. Exports had a different trend, reporting a slight downturn. The export-production ratio further dropped. The trade balance went down. The positive performance of the Italian industry of the sector influenced the level of use of production capacity, whose yearly average further increased. The order portfolio was stable versus 2015. In 2016, the Italian exports of machine tools only decreased. The quarterly trend was negative in the first 9 months. Then it started growing again in the final part of the year. The main destination market of Italian production turned out to be Germany, followed by the United States, China, France and Poland. The export of the sector had a reduced weight in relation to the consumption in the major areas of destination, except in Mexico. A share of 46.3% of Italian exports was directed to the countries of the European Union. The sales of the Made by Italians registered increases in Germany, France, Poland and Spain. On the contrary, sales fell in the United Kingdom and Czech Republic. Asia, where sales took up 22.1% of the total exports, was the most interested area in the Italian offering after the European Union. Exports to East Asia further dropped compared with last year, mainly due to the decrease in the sales to China and Japan. On the contrary, a strong upturn was recorded in the deliveries to South Korea and Taiwan. The deliveries to the Middle East went down. The outcome was affected by the reduction in the sales to the United Arab Emirates and to Saudi Arabia, which were counterbalanced by the good trend of exports to Israel. The negative performance of sales to India impacted the results of Italian exports to Southern Asia. A positive performance was reported in the deliveries to the ASEAN area. The sales to North America, third destination market of the Made by Italians, covered 16.4% of the total exports. The deliveries to non-EU Europe, which was stable in 4th place in the ranking of destination areas, represented 8.3% of the total. South America, which considerably reduced its purchases of Italian machine tools, acquired 2.5% of the total exports. The outcome was affected by the drastic fall in the sales to Brazil. On the rise were the sales to Africa, which took up 3.3% of the total exports. According to the forecast, in 2017 the Italian exports of machine tools will start growing again. However, once again, among the economic indicators with regard to the Italian industry of the sector, domestic consumption will register the best performance, also thanks to the measures included in the National Plan Industry 4.0.